Daktari Jerry Orimba, Keystone DT Sacco, the Sacco of Choice. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Mikopo yako ya riba ya chini imetufaa, makao sasa twajenga bila wasiwasi, watoto wetu wanasoma bila tafash, mashamba twanunua ekari nyingi. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Sina haya kusema haya beaongea chaya, kuwa Keystone DT wesheni siaya, washirika wa Mumu Kisumu, the Sacco of Choice has voice hata Homa Bay. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Miundo mbinu tuliotamani tumepata sasa, biashara zenye faida imezalishwa, uhusiano mema jalali ametunemesha, fedha iliyoshamiri sasa imeondoka. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. To mobilize savings and deposits in order to accrue timely, flexible and affordable credit to members through prudent management and efficient resource mobilization. To be the leading Sacco of choice in providing affordable and reliable financial services. We are listening, we are honest, we believe in teamwork, democracy, professionalism, integrity, transparency and accountability. Keystone DT Sacco, the Sacco of choice. Keystone DT Sacco, Keystone DT Sacco, the Sacco of choice, the Sacco of choice, the Sacco of choice, the real custodian of our treasure, the favorable, tenable financier, the Sacco of choice, ushirika thabiti, Keystone DT Sacco, Keystone DT Sacco.
Our guest of honor, sir, the Director of Cooperatives, cooperative officers from sub-counties, distinguished guests, leaders from teacher organizations, board and supervisory board members, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to our 46th annual general meeting, and allow me to highlight the following. Financial performance. The Sacco has continued on a positive growth trajectory despite the current economic hardships faced by the financial sector. Despite increase of interest rates on loans by other financial institutions in the market, we as a Sacco have maintained our interest rates for our products to cushion our members from the volatile financial market. Some of the highlights of our 2023 performance are as follows. Asset base. The Sacco was able to grow its asset base from 1.23 billion in 2022 to 1.25 billion in 2023. This marks an increase of 0.03 billion. But I'll tell you it could have been more than 1.25 billion. But why it is there is because we removed the railway land from our assets. You told us to do so. You told us to forget about the railway land. Otherwise, it would be having over 1.3 billion. Loans to members. Net loans to members increased significantly from 648 million in 2022 to 758 million in 2023. Loan disbursement is our key business, and this increase is a clear indication that the Sacco is headed in the right direction. Under loans, we are able to disburse loans totaling to 803 million in the year ended 2023. This is an increased disbursement of 133 million as compared to 2022 when we issued loans totaling to 670 million. In order to ensure full recovery of disbursed loans, we have employed a recovery officer to help curb default as our loan book continues to grow. Our membership grew from 8,282 in 2022 to 8,774 in 2023. The retirement rate is still significant. However, a good number of retirees have retained their membership and have opted to channel their pensions through us. Let me thank the members who have channeled their benefits through the Sacco. I wish to appeal to all those who are yet to retire to retain their membership in the Sacco. Keystone Sacco is one of the accredited institutions for pension processing, and no one should be turned away should they wish to channel their pension through us. Equally, more and more young members are now joining the Sacco. May I request you, our current members, be good ambassadors of the Sacco and help us recruit these young members. Our share capital increased from 42 million in 2022 to 48 million in 2023. This represents an increase of 6 million. We still encourage you to increase your share capital with us and assure you of good return on your investment. Members' deposit grew from 667 million in 2022 to 689 million in 2023, representing an increase of 22 million. So that is where we get our interest, and the CEO will tell you how much is going to give you this year. In accordance with the Cooperative Act, 3 board members and 1 supervisory member sought fresh mandate from the members. Elections were conducted in the following wards. Nyanda Ward, which was conducted on 3rd February 2024, where Mr. Joshua Luanda was elected unopposed. Maseno Central was conducted on 10th February 2024, where Mr. Abraham Noi was elected unopposed. Maseno West was also conducted on 10th February 2024, where Mr. Esbon Opinya was elected unopposed. Supervisory election for Upper Nyakach, Lower Nyakach and Muroni was conducted on 17th February 2024, where Mr. Alan Athembo was elected unopposed. I want to thank you, the members, for the continued faith you have shown in the current leadership. And may I give these people the chance to thank you, because being elected unopposed is not a joke.
Thank you, Bwana Chairman. Bwana Chairman, I want to say I feel really re-energized by the fact that my people, my members from Nyando Ward, again elected me unopposed. I want to commit to them, I want to commit to the whole Sacco that I'm going to put the best from myself so that what they are seeing now becomes better in the years to come. Thank you.
Allow me to thank my members from Maseno West. I do not only represent Maseno West, but I have members from Siaya County, that is Rarieda, Bondo, Game, Alego. Then from there I also represent Kakamega, where I have members from Butere, they are here. I also have members from Vihiga, they are also here. So I want to appreciate them for giving me another chance, and also for having confidence in me that I can work with them. So it is my commitment that the mandate you gave me, I'll be able to deliver. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Let me sincerely take the opportunity to thank my members from Upper Nyakach, Lower Nyakach, and Muroni for having the confidence in me for yet another term. I promise that I will work together with the rest of the board members and the entire Keystone DT Sacco so that we move to another height. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
I wish to inform you that we have opened an office in Homa Bay County. This office is hosted at Ambershades building located along Garage Road behind KCB in Homa Bay Town. With the opening of this office, we are already seeing positive growth in membership, both in the front office and back office. We have been able to recruit many teachers and members from different institutions in Homa Bay County. If we maintain this impressive growth, we will be able to convert this office into a fully fledged branch in the near future. This board will continue to intensify recruitment and visibility in other regions other than Kisumu in order to grow our Sacco. I want to thank our team from Homa Bay. Thank you so much. Marketing remains the cornerstone of growth for our Sacco. Marketing is also one of the key pillars of our strategic plan, which is now in its third year of implementation. The board, in appreciation of the critical role played by marketing, has expanded our marketing team by recruiting additional staff. We currently have one new staff on long-term contract in our Kisumu office. In Homa Bay, we have 2 marketers on long-term contract and 10 marketers on short-term contract. The board and management are committed to ensuring that the Sacco is well positioned in the market to attract new members. We intend to improve our visibility in the market by attending and participating in all events where there are potential members. We'll also continue our marketing campaigns in neighboring counties of Siaya and Migori as we continue to market our presence, to make our presence felt in Kisumu and Homa Bay County. We wish to request you, our members, to help us in bringing in at least one new member. We wish to call this initiative Operation Minimum Double. That means we are at 8,000 and some hundreds. We can easily go to 16 end of this year. If we all bring just a person, just bring one person. And every time you bring one person to the Sacco, we give you transport back, we give you 500. If you bring 10, we give you 5,000, just like an emergency loan. Let that one be a side hustle. Look for members, bring to the Sacco, bring to the CEO. CEO will transport you back. We have also enhanced our marketing budget to be presented to you in this meeting to enable the Sacco meet its marketing targets. New mobile products. In a bid to bring services closer to our members, the Sacco has added a number of new products on our mobile banking platform, Pesapepe. This, in addition to the previously already existing products in MKite. These products include Genuine Boost Loan, Advance A, Advance B, Advance C, Inua Loan, Rescue Plus Loan. Because these loans are appraised by the system, They are disbursed instantly to your M-Pesa account immediately after completing the application process. I wish to encourage members to embrace technology and patronize these products wherever they are. This will help our members save on transport and time spent on traveling to the office to manually apply for these loans. In order to access these products, just dial star 879 hash or star 806 hash on your mobile phone if you are already registered for mobile banking. I wish to encourage those who are yet to register to do so to access these products. These products are only available for salary earners. Those who are yet to change their pay points should also fill forms for the same to fully enjoy our Sacco services. The Sacco currently has a last expense cover for our members covering the spouse, one spouse, and 4 children. A member has to meet certain conditions in order to access this benefit in case of any eventuality. One of these conditions is that the member has to disclose beforehand the details of all the beneficiaries who qualify for this cover. Please, those forms are there. They are available there. If you have not nominated your 4 children and your spouse, if anything happens, don't blame us. Our members to ensure that this information provided in good time to prevent rejection of claims by our insurer. Furthermore, it is now a requirement that you provide an identity card for all children who are over the age of 18 years but not more than 25 years and are still under the parents' care. On this, I wish to request for your cooperation when contacted by the office to provide the same. As from now, if you lose a contributor now, we pay 100,000. The CEO is saying it is okay. If you lose a contributor now, a member of Keystone, we pay 100,000, not 50. 50 is only for your spouse and the 4 children. Kanyakwa land case number 747 of 2015. I'm pleased to inform you that hearing of this matter has started, and already we have had 2 dates of hearing in which the plaintiff presented his case. In the next hearing, we are going to begin defense hearing starting with the National Land Commission presenting their case. We are closely following this matter and we hope the outcome will be in our favor so that we retain our ownership of this parcel of land. Our beneficial partners with various institutions such as non-governmental organizations, hospitals, private schools and high schools, among others. I wish to salute all these institutions that have joined our Sacco. Equally, I wish to thank our 3 Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT, branches, Nyando led by Brother, the Executive Secretary Brother Kananga. Congratulate you so much. City branch led by Brother Obon. We recognize your effort. And then Kisumu West branch led by Brother Under Secretary Brother Orlando. We really appreciate the support NAT is giving Keystone Sacco. And it is this NAT which assisted us. Otherwise, we could have closed our door like our neighboring Sacco. But with Keystone, NAT became very firm. They took the members to the Moi Stadium, and here we are. Because of the good work the NAT did. Continue putting an hawk eye. If you are doing a bad thing, just tell us. Don't fear to tell us. Furthermore, I wish to encourage all the branches to be steadfast in our partnership. Going forward, we wish to strengthen our partnership with other institutions for growth of the Sacco and benefit of members. Finally, we appreciate the good working relations and support from KTBBF, County Government of Kisumu, and Omabay Coop Bank. Omabay Coop Bank, CIC Group, Cusco Limited, various private health facility, security firms, groups who are our members, special mention to TSC officers in the county, Caption Kenya Primary Sports Association. Otherwise, we really thank our partners. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Conclusion, may I take this opportunity to thank all Keystone stakeholders, associate and interested parties for making 2023 a successful year. We implore for an amplified success in 2024 going forward. Thank you, and may God bless Keystone Sacco.
We do the oversight role. This is mandated to us by the Corporate Resources Act 490, Section 23, Subsection 3D. And that is why I'm here inviting and presenting my secretary to read to you this report which we have compiled. Thank you so much. Welcome, my secretary.
May I, on behalf of this committee, take this opportunity to welcome all of you to our 46th AGM and thank you in advance for finding time to honor this invitation. Honorable Chief Guest, this is an important moment that we take to reflect and evaluate the performance of our Sacco, acknowledge the gains achieved, and identify gaps that need to be addressed. Guest of honor, sir, we take this opportunity to appreciate the members and stakeholders who have continued unwaveringly to work with this Sacco to ensure it meets its maximum profitability effectively and efficiently, touch the lives of members and their families. Duties of the Supervisory Committee. The Supervisory Board remained in office as your watchdog and supervisor of the Sacco in the year under review. Our primary responsibility being to act on your behalf in ensuring Keystone Sacco Board of Directors and staff continue to offer the best services to you, members, and adhering to prudent management practices. This committee performed an oversight role and supervisory functions to its best level in fulfillment of its mandate. The Cooperative Societies Act, Cap 490, Section 28, Subsection 3D, mandates this committee to write and present its report during the annual general meeting. It's on this basis that the Supervisory Committee presents its report to the members as indicated below. Growth and expansion. This committee reports that Homa Bay's satellite office was opened and is fully operational as had been recommended. Vigorous and spirited marketing endeavors have been made in Homa Bay County, Kisumu County, and Siaya County. This has resulted into an increase of membership from 8,282 in 2022 to 8,774 by end of 2023. It is worth noting that more strategies are being put down to enable the Sacco venture mightily into Siaya County and Migori County. Recommendation: every member is tasked to take personal responsibility in recruitment and marketing to help meet the Operation Minimum Double Sacco Growth Agenda of 2024. The marketing team, both in Homa Bay and Kisumu, to up their game in all networking platforms to ensure maximum delivery. The board and staff to ensure efficient and effective service delivery to promote retentions of members and to have happy, fulfilled clientele. Marketing. This committee commends the marketing team for their outstanding marketing activities. As has been recommended, the management employed 13 additional marketers, 3 on long-term and 10 on short-term contract. Some are working in Kisumu and others in Homa Bay. Recommendations: the team leaders to ensure maximum delivery, new and improved strategies for marketing to be enhanced. Education and elections. The committee brings to the attention of members that education and election were done in accordance with the Saccos Act and Keystone DT Sacco bylaws as below. Maseno East, education to members. The date 27th of January 2024. The venue was at Kibwai Primary and 93 members attended. In Nyando Ward, education and election of Board of Directors done on 3rd of February 2024 at Karanda Primary and 72 members attended. Maseno West and Maseno Central Wards, education and elections of board members were done on 10th of February 2024 at Diomo Primary and 190 members attended. Upper Nyakach, Lower Nyakach, Moroni, and East Karachuonyo, education and election of supervisory board member was done on 17th of February 2024 at Konditi Primary and 126 members attended. The following were elected: Joshua Alwanda, Board of Director Nyando; Hesbon Opinya, Board of Director Maseno West; Abraham Noy, Board of Director, Maseno Central. Alan Athembo, Supervisory for Upper and Lower Nyakach and Moroni. We take this opportunity to congratulate the above directors for their elections. It's now their duty to serve members diligently and promote the Sacco at all levels. The elections were conducted peacefully and education's choice of speakers were worth commending. Message passed was timely and on target. Members and board to hold firm and to ensure Operation Minimum Double is realized. FOSA Operations Report. Salary and pensions remittances. We have the following categories and their numbers. TSC salaries 1,196, pension 2,000, RFSL 192, CIS 3, Med 25 Kirindo in Bita 21 members. We got Gardens Hotel 7 members, Orlando Mix Secondary School Seme 19, ECD Kisumu 52, Ambro 3, Kauda Mix Secondary School in Game 6 members, St. Alois Gas Rero 8 members, ECDE Homa Bay 119 members, Aluk Medical 17, Ikodi Kenyan 4, Gere High School 14, Katito Medical 72, Nat Branyando 1, St. John Gotu Secondary School in Seme 4 members, Dr. B. I. Omondi and Associates 1 member, Rapogi Mix Secondary School 1 member, that is in Seme, Resilience Century 7 members, Siada Secondary School 1 member. We have Gluck University 1 member and Myrtle Foundation 1 member, a total of 1,920 members remitting their salaries in the Sacco. Observation: the total membership of the Sacco patronizing FOSA is 1,920. Members are encouraged to patronize FOSA and also purpose to recruit at least 1 member to FOSA. The following loans were disbursed to members from 1st January 2023 to 31st December 2023. Under BOSA, we have those categories. A total of 333,109,758.51 cents were disbursed to members during that period. And in FOSA, a total of 470,060,466.98 cents shillings were disbursed to members during that period. A grand total of loans disbursed in the year 2023 were a total of 803,170,225.49 cents. Recommendations: it is worth noting that the loans disbursed in 2023 increased to 803 million from 669 million in 2022. This is encouraging and should continue. Interest on deposits. Below is a trend of interest on deposits over the years. In the year 2017, the interest rate was 2.72%, 2018, 2.84%, 2019, 3.19%, 2020, 4.19%, 2021, 4.5%, 2022, 4.5%. That is growth. Recommendations: there is evidence of positive growth. This is an indication that the Sacco has stabilized and members should expect greater gains in times coming. This committee urges every individual member not in FOSA to join FOSA to help promote FOSA profit-generating ventures. Retirees: a total of 102 members retired from service in the year 2023. The Sacco commits to serving retiring teachers effectively and efficiently. Recommendation: retiring and retired members are requested to channel their pensions through the Sacco. Deceased: we regret to report the promotion to glory of 9 members in the year 2023. May I call upon all members to stand up for a moment of silence in remembrance to our departed colleagues. Let us all be upstanding in remembrance for our departed colleagues. And may their souls rest in eternal peace. And we all say, Amen. Let us be seated. The next of kin should always avail the recommended documents for speedy, fast tracking of payments. In conclusion, may I take this opportunity to thank you, our esteemed members, for your continued support and cooperation that has made us reach this far. We appreciate the staff, the board, and all our stakeholders for every good work that has seen the Sacco reach this height. Thank you, everyone, and may God bless you all. Long live members, long live Keystone DT Sacco.
I'm Joseph Oganga, former CEO of this great Sacco called Keystone. I want to take this opportunity to thank the CEO and Board of Management for inviting me to attend this auspicious occasion of the 46th AGM of Keystone calendar, and I'm here to celebrate it with you members. I want to say that I served on that seat of the CEO for 10 years. And I can say I think I was mean. I did not invite the former managers. So I want to thank the CEO for being generous and inviting me, a former manager who served here for 10 years and left some 7 years back. That is significant, and I cannot take it for granted. I've briefly seen the books presented, that's books of account, and I can tell you that all the indicators are a sign of growth. When you look at the indicators, the asset base, the growth in membership, the loans disbursement, all the indications are that KITE is growing, and I think this team is doing a great job. When our chief guest, I think we were here sometimes back, I can't remember when, and we were really discussing the matters of the Sacco, particularly in our county, Kisumu, and generally in Luoland. I am happy that you have this chance to be the advisor to the president on matters cooperative, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you. Please represent us well. The people who can support this Sacco to move to the next level are now we members. And how can we do it? We can do it by patronizing all the services offered by Keystone Sacco. You can invest in shares. You can invest in non-withdrawable deposit, which I think forms the biggest chunk of your investment in the Sacco. KITE has a FOSA offering saving services, offer loans and advances. We must make sure that we patronize all the services of Keystone Sacco. I can tell you next year, next end of financial year, we can be talking of a different story. And what do I mean by patronizing all the services of the Sacco? It means all your shares are in the Sacco. All your deposits are in the Sacco. All your transactional services are offered by the FOSA. Interest on non-withdrawable deposit will grow. Interest on savings will grow. That is what other communities have done. And we also need to do the same here in Kisumu County, here in Luoland. And I can tell you, if we do that, we are going to have one model Sacco that we are going to be proud of, not only as a Luo or as Luo community, but in the country as a whole. I wish you the best of luck. I believe if you continue like this, I was looking around and I was able to see familiar faces, the people I worked with, and I think I want to thank you for that sense of determination and commitment to remain in the Sacco.
ushirika ulio bora, Keystone DT Sacco. Sina haya kusema haya, meongea tayari kuwa Keystone DT imesheheni siaya, washirika wamo Mungu Kisumu, the Sacco of choice has voice, tata uwape. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali ni we, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya uwekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Miundombinu tuliyotamani tumepata sasa, biashara zenye faida imezalishwa, uhusiano mema.
I've been talking to other circles like Stima. I've talked to Mwalimu, where they can be able to embrace health cooperatives and membership of health cooperatives into their business. Because my idea is not to create new cooperative societies that will have challenges. We want to work with cooperatives that have matured, like Keystone, especially in this region. In other places, you are going to pick on whom to work with. So it is something or a discussion that I think I'm going to exploit further with the CEO and see how within Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay, Migori, even Vihiga and Busia, we can exploit how we can reach out and support community health workers. I want to confirm my personal commitment from my office that I'll continue in journeying this with you to see that Keystone grows to the levels that it ought to. The transformation agenda is hinged on cooperatives, and I'm very happy to stand before you because I know how much I contributed in terms of writing that manifesto with regard to cooperatives, and happily it is actually the base of this transformation agenda. Anything that we are doing is about cooperatives, and we have no intention at all to look at it differently because we believe that is what drives the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Your society has been around for the last about 46 years. I know you started in 1977. And you are the largest deposit-taking Sacco in Luo Nyanza, among the 10 deposit-taking Saccos in Luo Nyanza counties of Kisumu, Siaya, Homa Bay, and Migori. For the 47 years that you've been in existence, you've accumulated about 1.2 billion in terms of loan book and about 758.3 million member deposit of about 689.1 million with membership of about 8,774. You've not been doing very well compared to other teacher-based cooperatives around here in counties such as Busia, Kakamega, and Kisii. This is something we really need to work on and come up with very clear strategy. I like the submission that has been made today on increasing, doubling your membership. That would be awesome. It is actually indicated that the slow growth points to several internal challenges that have impeded the Sacco's growth. Among them is over-politicization. That affects our savings into the society. I want to share with you that we've been working through the cooperatives bill, which we are almost finalizing, to repeal 490 Cap 490. And some of the measures that we are putting are so stringent that a shilling in a cooperative will be as safe as a shilling in the bank. Any person who is desirous or driven by any appetite to go into cooperative leadership, to misappropriate or misapplicate corporate funds, your days are over. And we intend to actually have the President launch that act by Ushirika Day of this year. It will be so painful. And imagine somebody of chairman's age going to prison now. He can't survive. Chairman, can you survive in prison? So we are actually making some very, very radical recommendations in that act. And we hope to have it actually passed by sooner than Ushirika Day, so that His Excellency can actually launch it on Ushirika Day. And we'll have to invite also people from various counties. And definitely, Chairman will have to invite you and the CEO to come and be part of that process in Nairobi. I'm impressed that you've increased the number of people, the marketers in both your offices here in Kisumu and Homa Bay, and ultimately I believe even the one in Game, you're going to do the same. Investment of member funds in non-core activities. You really need to focus on your core activities, board. When you invest in non-core activities, you really interfere with institutional capital, which you really need to work on. Which, of course, this contributes to prudential non-compliance as well as negatively impacting the Sacco stability. So those are things we need to look at and improve on, even as we pass the budgets today. Because this Sacco is your Sacco. You are the members. You own it. And that is what is espoused in cooperative principle number 1. I'm very happy that the bad story I've just said is actually corrected, that the Sacco has worked towards resolving some of these challenges and has become a more stable financial institution. Simupigie Sacco yenu makofi. It is good to advise the board and management to continue maintaining compliance with the regulatory standards and work closely with SASRA to develop a robust strategic growth plan to keep pace with similar Saccos in the neighboring countries which I've mentioned. I have data on your performance over the years, which from 2019, which is quite impressive. And this data is from the regulator. So if the regulator is happy with you, it means you are on the right path. So I call upon members of the Sacco, please, let us be diligent in terms of how we manage our loans. Cooperatives need patronage, and that is part of principle number 4. So if we do not patronize our society, we are not sincere, we don't feel obligated to our society, we are actually behaving badly. It is bad manners. Let us not be so much keen in terms of interest that we earn in the cooperative. I would be happy if Keystone would charge interest per annum at 5% and give us 1% interest. Because what is the sense of earning 12% or above and then you get 6% or 7%? Doesn't make sense. Because for cooperatives, what you need is access to affordable financing so that you can be able to take your child to school, you can be able to build your house. Let us try to be that Sacco, the first one in this country, that may strive to reduce the cost of loans, but also reduce the appetite for interest. Because at the end of the day, it is in your interest. You're the one benefiting. Personally, I'll work very closely with your leadership to ensure that we take Kite to the level where, for example, Yetu Sacco is, to the level where New Fortis in Nyeri is, because that is also a teachers-based Sacco, to the level where Imarika in Kilifi is, and I believe we can do it. Also, come on, Jodalawa. Don't you want to know also? Hello? Don't you want to know Timo? Do you want to nyona mutegno? Get one be. My dear, say it now.
Daktari Jerry Orimba, Keystone DT Sacco, the Sacco of choice. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Mikopo yako ya riba ya chini imetufaa, makao sasa twajenga bila wasiwasi, watoto wetu wanasoma bila tafash, mashamba twanunua ekari nyingi. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Sina haya kusema haya beaongea chaya, kuwa Keystone DT wesheni siaya, washirika wa mumu Kisumu, the Sacco of choice has voice hata Homa Bay. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Miundo mbinu tuliotamani tumepata sasa, biashara zenye faida imezalishwa, uhusiano mema jalali ametunemesha, fedha iliyoshamiri sasa imeondoka. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Mhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya wekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco, to mobilize savings and deposits.
Our performance has continued to grow over the periods, and by the close of the year 2023, we managed to generate 185,818,000 shillings as part of our interest income. That is the interest we get from the loans that the members have continued to take from the Sacco. We have also managed to generate 336,000 shillings in terms of other interest incomes that we get from our savings with our other organizations, giving us a total revenue of 186 million. Now, during the year that has just ended, which is what is most important sometimes to some of us, we are proposing to pay some interest to members. And as part of the interest that we're paying out to other organizations and to members, the total interest expense is 48 million shillings. Working capital loans, that is the loans we took from outside, we paid 18 million shillings during the year. So that leaves us with 137 million shillings as part of our net income. We also have other operating incomes that we had during the year, majorly on dividends that we received from Cobank, the shares we hold at Cobank of 36 million shillings. So as part of that other operating income of 50 million shillings, we received 36 million shillings from the dividends from Cooperative Bank. That has been our major source of other operating incomes over the years. We still have a challenge in terms of our finances, like I mentioned. We have 123 million shillings that we are getting from our other financial institutions to support us in terms of loan. Last year we had 134. So this is an item that I believe we need to work on to ensure that at least we reduce it to a manageable level. And based on what we have managed to do so far this year, those are the ratios that we closed the year with. Some marginal growth in terms of the ratios. And then on page 32, the board looked at the performance, the amounts that were retained in terms of the reserves, and have made the following proposals that were approved. That is that we receive 4.6% in terms of interest on deposit by the close of the year 2023. The year 2022, we had paid 4.5. Just to conclude is to mention to you that the board were preparing the books and they signed it off on 24th of February. Ours was to look at how they were prepared and to report to you on their accuracy. And we are proud to report to you that even though we have those challenges in the prior years, during the current year that has just ended, nothing came to our attention to show that the books were not properly kept by the close of the year 2023. And we'd like to report to you that they were kept according to the standards and the regulations thereof. We'd also like to report to you that there were no major audit findings that could affect the preparation of the books by the year ended 2023. But moving forward, I can assure you that once we are done with the provisionings that have been eating into our assets, probably next year, beginning the year 2025, we expect the returns at least start growing at the rate that we all want. Otherwise, thank you and may God bless you.
The Sacco realized a total income of Kenya shillings 236,971,391 in the year of income 2023 against a budget of Kenya shillings 227,607,515. This means that the Sacco surpassed its budgeted income by over Kenya shillings 9,363,876, which is a 4.11% growth. The Sacco projected its interest from loans. This is both from BOSA and FOSA in the 2023 budget at a Kenya shillings 184,566,744. The actual interest from loans realized was Kenya shillings 185,818,117. As compared to the year 2022 actual performance, the Sacco realized a growth of Kenya shillings 17,256,373 in 2023. That was Kenya shillings 185,818,117 against Kenya shillings 168,561,744 in 2022. Keep on appealing to our members to patronize our products, and especially FOSA products. If we work well on FOSA, I think in the next few months, we shall be somewhere else. The loan uptake increased as a result of an increased members' ability to borrow, which was brought about by extension in the repayment period of the normal loan from 72 months to 96 months. Also, the loan turnaround reduced significantly from the 3 months waiting period to nearly a day of application to disbursement in the last quarter of the year 2023. The growth in FOSA membership, which started to be witnessed in the last quarter of the year, which also contributed to a marginal growth in some lines of FOSA income, e.g., we have the ledger fees, we have commission on mobile banking, and we also have SMS charges. The pensioners' number also witnessed a significant growth. This led to an increased FOSA income through their patronization of FOSA products. The Sacco projects to grow its income marginally in the year 2024 and 2025. From the performance trends observed above, the Sacco projects a growth in its total income to 261 million in 2024 and Kenya shillings 285 million in 2025 against the 236 million realized actual total income in 2023 financial year. With the amortization diminishing mode of repayment of check-off loans, that is, reducing balance, but with constant monthly repayments, this will enable members to access bigger loan products with affordable monthly installments. Loans issued in the last quarter of the year, when the repayment period was extended, will contribute fully to the income in the years 2024, 2025, and thus will realize growth. In summary, we project the income for the year 2024-2025 as follows. Total interest income from loans is proposed at 206,485,352.89 cents in the year 2024, which will project to 227,997,611.97 cents. If we looked at other operating incomes, we propose it at 17,336,424 in the year 2024, which will move to 20,196,349.73 cents. Total investment income proposed at 36,382,743 shillings in the year 2024, which we anticipate will move to 38,842,743. Total turnover is expected to be 260,666,543.89 cents in the current year 2024, which we hope will move to 285,729,000.70 as a result of opening of the Homa Bay satellite office. Some staff were moved to other positions in acting capacity, while a number of new staff were employed on renewable contract basis. We expect that in the year 2024, those who have been acting to be confirmed permanently, while those on contract to renew their contracts on new terms, and also a proposal to have marketers in Migori and Siaya on contract is expected to significantly increase the personnel wage bill in the coming years.
we project to spend Kenya shillings 40,931,857 in the year 2024, and we expect it to move to Kenya shillings 45,384,040 in the year 2025. The Sacco has started prospecting for members in Migori and Siaya counties. This also is expected to increase marketing activities with new marketing strategies, which will require marketers to implement the same, thus an increment in expenditure. Being that the board is in charge of oversighting the Sacco and giving policy directives, ensuring that the strategic plan is implemented and policies developed, this requires continuous training and education in all areas affecting the Sacco for them to be effective and efficient in their roles. Members' education are held in a rotational formula per Sacco wards annually, in addition to continuous organized educational events by the Sacco in other regions. The aim of this members' education is to equip members with the requisite knowledge about the Sacco sector, their own financial management and development, and also on the performance of the Sacco generally. We therefore project to spend over Kenya shillings 56 million in 2024 towards these write-offs, and a further Kenya shillings 48 million in 2025, which will mark the end of these write-offs and thereafter the Sacco to normalize its operations. The Sacco intends to purchase a new server. This is to cushion members from system failures and other interruptions, as sometimes witnessed, especially during heavy traffics, such as access to system during salary payments. The saving this year, 2024, is expected to be Kenya shillings 1.2 million. Kenya shillings of 500,000 is proposed to be used in the improvements of Sacco registry. Kenya shillings 200,000 towards the passage of mini generator for power backup for our Homa Bay office. Other proposed expenditures are for any emergencies.
A Sacco is an institution where we don't just on-lend money. Remember, in a Sacco you have to save first before you borrow. And whatever you save is what is used to determine what you are borrowing. If you are in another institution where we are only relying on borrowing, then you would have done something very financially responsible by borrowing before saving. So we thank God that we are in a Sacco where we emphasize on saving first and then borrowing later. But number two, it is also the responsibility of a good cooperative society to conduct education. And as was mentioned in various reports here, we normally go around the wards to conduct sensitization and financial trainings. So again, if you are in a Sacco, you are lucky. And I would urge the member to quickly change his pay point to the Sacco, where he is able to even get training on how to manage his finances, which can prevent him from being financially irresponsible. Apart from that, we have a very competent team of staff who can offer you financial advice even now while the AGM is going on before you borrow. So as you think about borrowing, kindly also visit the desk for financial advice so that we can tell you how best to get a product and how best to utilize it for your financial well-being. So Mwalimu, who is afraid of his irresponsibility, and others, we wish that you rush very quickly and channel your salaries through the FOSA without fear so that you can be safe. This Sacco had a lot of employees. At one time they were almost 40. And today the permanent staff are only 13, and contract staff are 14. So we have automated most of the things. That's why when you come to our office, you'll find very few people serving you there. And nowadays, there are no long queues at our Sacco because we are offering you solutions that can help you get financial services without having to come to our institutions. In the chairman's report, we have even talked about various products that you can simply apply through your phone, which means we have reduced paperwork, we have reduced human contact when you're applying for loans. And if you don't wish to speak to someone but you want to apply for something, you can still do so. So I want to assure the member that it is something that we are already doing. What might be difficult to automate is something called sales and marketing. And you will agree with me that although we have various platforms where we can do marketing of our Sacco, it is not adequate. The human touch is still required. And the additional staff, apart from one who was employed for recovery, loan recovery, the rest were employed purely to market the Sacco. And that is an area where we are yet to find a way of fully automating marketing. So we will ensure other services are automated, but we need the personal touch when we are going out to talk to members to join the Sacco. So that is the only area, and it has been highlighted by even the treasurer, that we are expanding that budget to hire more marketers. Cost of living has gone up, cost of commodities has gone up, cost of fuel has gone up, although it went down kidogo. And we are alive to these realities that things are changing. Equally, even the turnout, when I do my projection, I'm seeing a situation where we will be hosting at least 2,000 people in the near future. So we will look at all these factors when we are determining how much to pay as your transport back. But we thank the member for bringing it to our attention that we need to think about it. So we will look at it, bearing in mind where we are as an institution and what the future holds for us and the current situation of the country.
The term of chairman is 2 terms of 3 years each. When it ends, then you go back to your people. And when you come to the board will not give you that chair. They will give another person, if your people bring you back. So that is very clear in our constitution. So retirees are taken care of. If we put another term for retirees separately, then it will not be taking care of what is already in place, because already we have some wards represented by those who are retired.
When we say borrowing power of 250 million, we don't mean that we are going to borrow 250 million. But we are you are giving us the power to borrow only up to 250 million should there be a need. So we are proposing a dividend on share capital of 10%, and we are also proposing interest on deposits at 4.6%, which is an increase from last year. The law requires that we present the name of 3 companies for consideration by the AGM, and for the AGM to choose one of the 3. So the audit committee held a meeting on 4th March 2024 and did the evaluation of potential external auditors, and these names were presented to the board of directors for onward presentation to this AGM. We have our current external auditor, who is Matengo and Associates. He has expressed interest to continue in office. We also have a company called Davela LLP, who have also expressed interest to be your external auditors. We also have Mbiyu Muhia and Associates, who have also expressed interest. The ranking by the audit committee, Matengo and Associates was 93%, Davela was 73%, and Mbiyu was 55%. And there were various criteria in arriving at these marks, where we had mandatory requirements, the expertise of the firms, the proposed work plan, and general qualification of staff, and lastly, the audit fees. Only one firm quoted the audit fees, which is Matengo and Associates, who are our current auditors, and they proposed to do the work for 2024 at a cost of 429,200. So our external auditor for the year 2024 will be Matengo and Associates.
I would like to congratulate you on your 46th AGM and appreciate your support for CIC Insurance Group. We have done a lot of business 2023-2024, and going forward I know it's going to be better. So we really appreciate being our shareholders, and patronizing our products is a real good sign of partnership. We also want to thank you for patronizing our individual policies. As you heard the CEO say, we have our desk at your Sacco. Thank you so much. Keep patronizing our products, and we'll enhance this partnership by giving you proper service.
I'm happy to be here today, and given that this is the first time I'm attending an annual general meeting of teachers in Western region, I want to appreciate the members first for coming in large numbers and for being very patient and asking constructive questions. I didn't expect that it will be this, because you know where I come from, we are used with the delegate system where we only have maybe representatives around 100 to maybe 150 at most. So I want to applaud the members of Keystone. Continue that way. Two, I want also to appreciate the board for the job well done. I also want to appreciate the reports that I've seen. They are too constructive that I want to applaud the board for the job well done. Then, looking at the budget, madam, that was very appealing. It's an obligation of each member to talk well of Keystone Sacco, to market Keystone Sacco. If you love your home, you go home feeling very comfortable. So without much ado, I want finally to appreciate Keystone for the good relation that we have with Cusco, and that is why we are in a position to be here. Everybody wants to be associated with something good, and that is why as Cusco, we also want to be associated with Keystone. With that, I want to say a big thank you. May God bless you. Long live Keystone.
The leaders are here in their good numbers. The Kenya National Union of Teachers will take the lead to show the teachers that there are leadership of teachers here, so that as we sit and patronize the Keystone Sacco Society, we have confidence that our leaders are also here and supporting. We have KTBBF, that is Kisumu Teachers Burial and Benevolent Fund. My brother Owano.
We appreciate you, and we are urging you also to talk well of the society and help bring more members to the society. Apart from being representatives of KTBBF, we are also members of Keystone, and we benefited from various products of the Sacco. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and God bless you all as you will be going back to your destinations. Thank you.
I am a member and I love Keystone. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate once again Keystone. You have made us proud. We, the members who are almost exiting, we know where Keystone has come from. And we want to sincerely appreciate you and thank you, because you have never shamed us. Thank you, Bwana Chairman. Thank you, Bwana CEO. I want to pass a message to my colleagues, heads of institutions. We have a special role. As that teacher is posted into your school, the first person that talks to him or her, it is yourself. And if you are here and you are a member, I want to believe that is the first thing that you need to discuss with your newly employed teacher. If we can all do that, then the awards that I was seeing here will always come to the heads of institution. But even if we don't get those awards, we have a role. We have a role to play. And I want to encourage all of us to support Keystone. Last is to appreciate our education stakeholders who are here. Thank you for working with us. And I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the heads of institutions of this region to welcome you to Siaya. And I'm happy that Keystone is getting a grip in Siaya. Please come be with us in Siaya during our regional conference.
I believe by next year we are going to get a good dividend, and that one has been our prayer. So thank you so much, our teachers. Continue being members, and let us get more members to the Sacco. Otherwise, I wish you well. Thank you so much.
And in the whole of Luo Nyanza, the best performing Sacco is Keystone. And that's why you can see by representation, members who have come from Siaya County, members who have come from Homa Bay, and I believe because of the influence of the chairman, my brother Esau Wogada. And that's why I want to say, even though there are some policies which came in 2019 that made our chairman to be localized to Migori, he came back with members to Keystone because of that delocalization.
We want to support Keystone Sacco Society everywhere that it will throw its tentacles. We want to support Keystone Society in all the manners that we can.
We want to say a very good thank you to the Board of Management for the organization of this day. Last year we were not able to attend as executive secretaries because we had a meeting in Mombasa. All of us were not here. But today we found time to be with you, to share with you the great moments of this day. And we have seen and applauded the organization. I only have a few things to say about the society. I am a member, a very old member, member number 3963. So I'm talking from what I know. At some point in time, I was a delegate of Kite Sacco. Openya, you remember we were with you. And those days when the Sacco was going down in the museum hall here, at Sasita ya usiku, I brought down the whole of that management and transformed the society, which later went under again, and which later we revived at the stadium. Those of us who were there in the stadium, wangapi walikuwa kule stadium, Moi Stadium, when we were bringing in the new leadership, which has now brought the society to where it is now. Thank you so much. You have not disappointed. And we want to encourage you to continue in the same spirit. This is an aging population, and an aging population is very dangerous to the growth of any society. We must have a generation, and our generation are the new teachers being employed and who are not joining the society. I've always advocated for membership of the society in everywhere, wherever I'm addressing teachers. And I think my two colleagues have also done the same. We propagate the issues of the society. A few days ago, I was talking to a newly employed teacher who was asking me that yeye anataka society ambayo anapeana dividend kwa wingi. That person was doubting Kite. If we are really good people, people listening to me, you should be able to convince your younger staff mates to join Keystone Sacco. by propagating, by giving them the benefit. Mimi kama Orlando, nimekuambia 3963. The only things I see in my family, in my investment, anything, whatever I'm seeing is Keystone Sacco. I was amusing Alan one day at DMO. But it is only in Keystone where I can go and look at him in the eye and tell him I'm not leaving this place without money. Even if I don't have the ability, it will be worked out somehow, somewhat. I'm not telling you, I'm not asking you to go and abuse that privilege. But I'm telling you, these are the people you can talk to directly so that they can assist you. And after assisting you, even get those loans, you again benefit in the form of dividends that have been declared here today. Operation minimum double. Operation minimum double. We want to promise ourselves that when we go back, please talk positively about the society. You know that rider. You have killed the spirit of that young person. And we will not have young people joining the society. So talk positively about the society. We want to wish you well. You have allayed some of our fears as I conclude by telling us your retirement formula as board of directors in Keystone Sacco. We feared that if we remained with retired board members that long, then this generation may miss out. We need to start bringing in new people so that they also learn how to work in the society. Sawa sawa. I think kwa hayo mengi ama machache, Bwana asifiwe.
Up to this point, I want to believe that we've come to a point where I will call upon the chairman to officially adjourn the meeting.
Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya uwekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco. Sina haya kusema haya meaongea tayari, kuwa Keystone DT imeshaelezea ya washirika wa Mungu Kisumu, the Sacco of choice as boys not a hope. Uhifadhi wa rasilimali niwe, ukuaji bora ni Keystone DT, mipango mema ya uwekezaji Keystone DT, ushirika ulio bora Keystone DT Sacco.